show you guys how to create this product card and add in this effect. As you can see, it looks nice. Everything comes together as the mouse goes over it. Let's get into it. We have what we've been starting with for a while now. So we just have this empty HTML index. So we'll just create the first, I'll just call it the first element, the box, which will contain everything. And then I'll call the second div element image. And that's where we'll put our image. And then this third one, we'll call it details. Like that, right? So I'm just going to start box first. So we have box. Giving it a width of, I think, 300 pixels will do. Height of let's say 500 pixels, just so you can see it. Let's give it a border of 1 pixel, solid color 3.3 like that. Yes, and I think let's give it a box shadow, let's say 3.9 like that. Let's start with 10 pixels, 10 pixels, 10 pixels, and let's see how that looks like. So basically there's our box there, and obviously we just need to center it, so we'll give it a margin of let me say 50 pixels and auto like that, so it can look like that. I don't like the shadow that much. Let's see if we give it 100 there. Okay, wrong 100, the last 100. Alright, cool stuff. That looks much better. And let's give it an 80. So it will just spray around it. Alright, like that. Cool stuff, cool stuff. So we have the image, we have the detail side. So in the image, I'm just gonna add the shoe there. So let's say img, what is it called? It's called shoe.png. There it is there. Right there. There is the shoe there. So what we can do is we're gonna say image. We just need to resize that shoe image. We want the img image, and let's give it a width of let's try 150 pixels, not 15, 150 pixels there. How does 150 pixels look? 150 pixels look like that. We can just say image. Just copy that. Say image. We want everything inside. We'll just take align center it like that. So then everything will be aligned center. And then let's give this guy, let's say, padding, a small padding, not top, just padding of 10 pixels, just so it won't sit on top like that, right? So the next item, let me just delete that, too much space. We have details. So let me just show you a quick trick, because I want this blue here to be the you know what, let's just do it like this. So details, want the background color. Let's just give it that for now. Let's say width, right? Want the width to be 100%, meaning must take the size of the box, and then the height. Let's give it about 200 pixels for now, just so it will be visible in our eyes. We will eventually have to remove the height on some of these elements, just so we can make it more responsive. So in Chrome, when you inspect element, you choose an element, the background color is there. You can actually pick a color from here to whichever other color that you want. I think that color is very good. After that, you can just copy the color, and we'll just come here and we'll replace it with that color like that. Right, now when you come here, console, refresh, we have the color like that. So what I think we'll do now is we'll remove the height from the box so that the mon can contain like that, right? So the first thing we need here, obviously, is the name of the shoe. I'm gonna call it nice shoe, right? and we need some description p there. Let's say this is the new trend the new trend blah. Right, we have the then H2 for the price. So I'm just gonna use the range because I'm in South Africa. So we have that like that, and then when you refresh, okay, that's what's happening there. Now what we can come is we say we want all the colors to be white like that, right? And then we text align everything center. That makes sense? Yes, it does make sense. So that's what we end up with, something like that. And then we just say the padding top. We need a padding top of about 100 pixels. I don't know what's happening with me today. Right, so we have boom, like that. Right, so now what we want is to move the shoe and make it big here. So what we're gonna do is on the image here, I feel like we need to give image a height. Um, but anyway, so on the image here, what we're gonna do is give it a Z index of 10, right? Position, I'll make it relative. I'll stand to be correct, relative. Its width there, I think we can make it bigger. Let's make it 300 pixels. And then the width, what we want, not the width. So basically, this is how it looks. So what we want is to tilt it and then drop it right here. So what we can do then is we say, what am I looking for? We say transform, right? And then we say rotate. I think if we say rotate minus 45 degree, that should rotate it for us. There it is. It has rotated it for us. So we just want to drop it a little bit more down. So what we'll say is margin bottom minus 200 pixels like that. Right. Then if we drop, okay, maybe not. Let's say 100. Let me see how we're gonna get this one done properly. Let's give it a padding top, not here. See here, padding top of 100 pixels. What will that? Will do that. Okay. Okay, let's just remove the margin top like that, and currently text aligning it center. Let's make this 200. Let's see how 200 will look like. 200 is too small. 60. 60 will be like that. So basically, that's what we have. Now what we're going to do is we're going to remove the borders. Where is the box? Here's the box. Remove the border and we give it a border radius of let's say 30 pixels, 0 pixels, and then 30 pixels, and then 0 pixels like that. What we end up with is that. What do I feel like I missed something that is there? Do that. What am I doing? If we edit that one, yep, there it is. So we have it. Not. I think what we want is that. Right. That is what we want. So that's what we shall get. Hold up, what's happening? Okay, not. Let's just go with that. Then we have it down to the T like that. Right. So basically, that looks nice on its own. So what we want now is the effect that when you hover over it, the shoe turns back to normal. So what we're gonna do is we'll say come here at the bottom and we'll say box hover. Basically, when the box is hovered, when the mouse is over it, what you want is the image. What you want to do to the image, you say transform. Transform like that, and we say rotate. We want it to go back to 0 degree. Alright, just like that. refresh. When you over, you see what's happening. It goes back, it goes back. So we want it to transition properly. We just say transition. Want it to take place in 0.3 seconds, and let's give it a ease in just because we can, right? Now what we have is that basically you can see, right? Maybe when it goes down, we want this to come up. So what we can now then do is say, let me just see here. So we have that padding top there. So we can say the other thing that we want to change when the hover happens is the image. We say padding top. Want it to be reduced to 30 pixels like that. Alright. Refresh, and then that's what's happening. As you can see, it's jumping as well. And the easiest way to do that, to sort that out, is to give it some transition. That's basically what end up happening. Maybe want to reduce this size as well, and we'll just say box when it's hovered, when the mouse is over it. Want the details also to the padding top to also reduce to 30 pixels, and let's just give it the same transition as well so that it can look very smooth, and that's what we end up with. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed that one.